Man buns unite. Hello, YouTubers and all those happen to watch. Little inside joke there. That probably get me a lot of heat. Anyway, so this right here is a pickups video. I've not done a pickups video for quite some time because, quite frankly, I have not had anything to pick up other than my own feces off the floor. But that could be said about anything. So I got 3 t-shirts in from Shirt Punch. One of them is in the hamper at the moment, which was actually a play on words, which is Wade's World, which is a Deadpool t-shirt / Wayne's World t-shirt. So it's like a Wayne's World logo. It's in the hamper, whatever. And this is a Digimon t-shirt I'm rocking right here. Karumon! You know, whatever. But that kind of crap. I like the design, so I'm wearing it. I mean, I might just end up giving it to my niece or something like that. Because, I mean, it's 2XL and everything, but, you know, I don't really like Digimon that much. But I like it. I guess I like the core series, so it's a mixed bag of feelings. Like, I liked it and disliked it, you know, that kind of shit. I also got this t-shirt in, which, if you guys can get the reference, you get a 50 million cookies other than the Simpsons characters, Homer and Barney. Really love the design. Really silly, but really cool. But yeah, there's like some deal going on with this, with the Shirt Punch, where it was like $3 something cents, and you got a random t-shirt. It wasn't a t-shirt you picked, it was a random t-shirt, and it was actually some good selections. My family, which is like my mom, she got a couple t-shirts, and then I got a couple. You know, she got some for a couple of us, you know, that kind of thing from one of my nieces for school, because she was, you know, needing more t-shirts, I guess. But, alright, now that the t-shirts are out of the way, though I do kind of like a good t-shirt once in a while, and I actually do kind of like the design on this one. It is pretty cool, don't you agree? It says Courage at the bottom. I do like it. But yeah, I've been meaning to do the Halloween or the Ghoulish Games thing live, and unfortunately that fell short, which I was quite depressed about. The main reason is I'm doing this recording here on OBS, and that was one of the culprits, as well as my router. Just realized the TV's sound was on, just distracted me. It was calming music, but it was still kind of aggravating me. Moved myself a little bit in the game there. Anyway, so, and this chair is going to die a vicious death. So, yeah. I ended up picking up 2 games. These were from a online distributor. So I decided to myself, okay, I'm going to pick these 2 games up. And one of them I'm not so favorable of. I mean, it's not a horrible game by any stretch of imagination. I'm not in that bandwagon where I hate it because everyone else does. I dislike it because of a couple of reasons. And I'll go over that really briefly. I'm not going to go into like a crazy long ramble about it. Just enough to give you an essence of what I'm thinking of the game. Now, I ended up picking up a copy of The Division right here. Making sure it shows on the screen. Because last time I did this, it was like up here for some odd reason. I don't know why. But, yeah, I ended up picking up The Division. Now, alright. Again, I'm not in the whole bandwagon of disliking the game because of what everyone else thought per se. Now, I usually like to play a game myself before I cast judgment on it. I mean, RE6 I'm just not touching because I looked at that game and I played a tiny fragment of it. I did not like it. So therefore, I'm just not going to play it. So, playing The Division, I never played the beta. I never touched the beta, so I had no opinion of it. So, I delve into this game. I jump right into it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to create a guy, you know, I'm going to have some nice long hair, nice beard, you know, I'm going to go in there and just be the greatest military cop ever. I'm going to enforce the law. I'm going to drop kick crack whores and stuff like that. I'm going to lay down the fucking law. So, apparently, it's not quite like that. I mean, the story in this game is actually pretty good, joking aside. Like, that's a few positive things I could take away from the game. I do like the story. The story itself is sound. I like it. So that's probably the only reason I'd probably play through the entire thing is listen to the stories, missions, and all that, and just play through the entire game. The game itself, on the other hand, is a lot or big time bit repetitive. Though I say that, and I'm playing a game right in front of me here called Destiny. Go figure. But the gameplay in this is a whole lot different versus this. Obviously, this is more of a tactile or a tactical. I call it tactile because it kind of is. Um, Wayside Wall style third-person shooter, which has a lot of loot and everything else like that, very similar to Destiny. But this feels like a lot more of a grind. It does have an open New York City that you can go around and explore and find all kinds of hidden loot caches and all that, which is kind of cool. As again, far as a video game, it has some good elements and some very repetitive, boring, and just dull things to it that kind of make it from being a game, I would say it's the greatest thing ever made. It really isn't. It's very, very flawed. I mean, many games nowadays are flawed. But actually, one of the positive things, though, also I want to bring up is the fact that the co-op is actually pretty nice. I do like the said co-op. My phone was buzzing there just now. I was like, hmm? No, and it wasn't. I just heard it popping the soda can next to me. So, yeah, I mean, it has a good co-op feature to it. Like, that actually livens up the game a bit. You just mindlessly destroying all these, scavengers and all that throughout this New York City, which is all like in a post-apocalyptic style to it, but it isn't. It's just because of an epidemic outbreak that this, I think of smallpox or something like that, some advanced form of smallpox affects New York through money. And so then people become infected and die, and then, you have all this chaos happening in New York, and I'm not sure where else. If it happened internationally, I wasn't really paying attention because that's just how I am. So, explored it, and I was trying to create a character originally when starting this game up. Didn't quite have the assets I wanted. It has that typical jarhead style male haircut system where, again, there's not many selections for guys' haircuts. I mean, yeah, sure, people go, oh, you pay the crew, get a haircut, that kind of crap. That whole stigma for people. Don't know why. But, yeah, I wanted to pick a male's haircut, just pick a guy, you have long hair, beard, and all that. Didn't quite have the haircut I wanted. A bunch of freaking jarhead, short frohawk haircuts. Was not too interested in that, so screw it, made a chick. Had a long hair, and I called it good. Just didn't quite do it for me. I was like, you know what? If I can't have what I want, if I can't emulate myself in this game, screw it. I'm going to make some eye candy or something to look at. Just a chick with some tattoos and then just play it. So I did that. And again, I like some of the elements to it, such as the loot finding with like finding new and better weapons. That's kind of fun. The whole grind for that. The combat with like different scenarios, it kind of drags on. It's kind of boring, continuously holding down points. Doesn't feel like there's no variety in that too much. Doesn't shift too much from that mindset. You go in quarantine zones, and again, you rush against the clock, which again, that's kind of like, that kind of thing. And the co-op aspect of it's good, though. I kind of like that part. I've not visited the Dark Zone, so I can't quite give an opinion of that, or my perspective of that kind of thing. But it's a whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's passable. I mean, the price I paid, definitely passable. I mean, it's not anything I would pay $60 for. Anyone says, oh, dude, it is worth $60, then good for you. That's all I could say to you. That's all I could generally say. But yeah, picked up that. It's alright. Picked up this, and I actually have a lot more positive experience with this one. I actually like this one a whole lot more. Checking the time, make sure I'm not going on for too long. No, I'm alright. So I ended up picking up this as well, Just Cause 3. I played this or rented this originally through Redbox, and thought it was alright. I played through a decent chunk of it, explored a bit, got used to the mechanics. And again, thought it was alright. So I said, okay, I'll pick it up when it's a little bit cheaper. By cheaper, I mean very cheaper, the at least under $15 mark. And luckily it was $15 when I picked it up. So, awesome. So I ended up picking up that. Came with all the inserts and all that. All the DLC, something about winning an island, which again, that's probably long time expired, and it's probably some island in the game for all I freaking know. But, yeah, really fun game. A lot to do, just go around and explore and doing little mini games, which I actually have a lot more fun doing than that game over there. And the mini games are variant. There's all kinds of crazy, wacky things you can do in the game. Destruction-wise, you can go around and cause chaos if you want. That's the whole point of the game. Just to go around destroying dictators' items and all that, and finding hidden weapon parts and doing high scores, arcade style. Again, it's a really open to do kind of game. You can find new weapons, unlock new vehicles. You can, by hijacking a car, bringing it to a point, just saving the car, and you can use it from these care package things, and you can get like machine guns and all that. A lot to do, a lot to find, a lot to explore, and just a good time killer. The storyline, on the other hand, is a piece of trash. Like, I don't care about the storyline. It's not that good at all. I mean, some people go, I like that, it's fine. If someone told me that in an argument, I was like, it's just kind of like, if someone says the story's bad, it's not the end of the world. Did they say the game was bad? Well, no, they didn't. Well, that means the game's not bad. It just means the story's crap. But if the story is crap, it don't matter too much as long as the game holds up. And the gameplay does. It actually is very fun to play. Like, Just Cause, usually that series isn't too focused on the story anyway. It was meant to be like a B-style movie. And you just kind of, it's just there to be the setting of reason why you're destroying everything, to give that do-gooder's cause or that clause and what you got to do. So, yeah, it's good, very fun, and if you can get it cheap, under $20 or so, definitely worth the pickup. The vision itself as well is very fun. I'm not going to dismiss it and say it's a bad game, don't pick it up either. It's actually fun in doses. If you play it by yourself, you're going to be bored out of your ass. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I get bored just like that with that. Within 15 minutes, I'm over it. If I'm playing with other people, I'm just like, freaking take on me, that crap. So, yeah, by the way, I do apologize for this crappy camera I'm using right now. I cannot find where the heck I put my other one, the one I usually use, my bloggy, but it's around here somewhere, and by the time I find it, probably be at the end of this recording, and I'll be flipping many tables. But yeah, the last pickup and the beginning was the Bartos model kit here. Now, I try to get back into this, which I'm going to do it slowly. I actually want to put some time and effort into this model kit. I like to, do fine-tooth combing and all that. But I ended up finishing him, and it came out pretty cool. I do like how he looks. I'm not very familiar with the series this is in. I just thought the Gundam was cool, and it gave me more of an excuse to learn about the anime. And again, really, really cool looking one there. Because I'm going to go in, basically, fine-tooth comb and scrape together all the said pieces and make sure they look like they're all seamless. So the joints are all, there's no, like, clip-in lines, snap-in lines, type of thing. The lines or edges or ridges or whatever have you. Pardon me, make it all look seamless. And that's my whole goal with that, so it looks really professionally done. Yeah, that's all I really picked up is a couple games, 3 t-shirts, and a Gundam model kit. But I had a couple folks on here ask for me, and they were like, hey, you haven't done any pickup videos in a while. It's just because I haven't done pickup videos in a while. I just, unfortunately, I'm buying, it isn't really unfortunately, but it's like I've been picking up a lot of digital games and playing those on GOG and all that, so it's been helping a bit with the terms of collection reasons and trying to reboot or boot up or find a way to boot up these older games that I happen to own, and it keeps the older stuff I have preserved. So I'm pretty much looking through like GOG's library, finding games I already own, and having a digital copy just to play on hand when I feel that savvy need to, so that way I have a nice copy of that game being preserved. People are like, well, it's good to just play the game. Well, that's true, but if you wear it out too much and the value of the game goes up, see what I mean? Rather keep it in good shape but still preserve the right to enjoy that game. Having good 2 copies is no harm, no foul. So, yeah. that's all for now, I think. I mean, I'll try and I'll promise to do more pickup videos in the future. I mean, I've been neglecting it because I've been trying to deal with this whole wireless thing. My computer's been acting wonky with the Wi-Fi. It's just people downstairs, they use like Netflix or something, and it makes the router explode. They're like watching 4K movies, and so now the router's just like, just not having a good day. And it's not their fault. I'm not blaming them. It's it's their technology. They have the right to watch it and all that. I'm not here to give them a hard time about that. So I'm just shit out of luck when I was trying to do the Halloween Ghoulish Games thing, which I can't quite do. I'll try to think of something, I guess, for the holiday season, though. I really like the holidays, so I'm going to try to think of something to do for my channel here and play a game or something like that, maybe, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, or top 5 new games I picked up or some crap like. It isn't a definite decision of what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to think of something to do for the stream, and, something gaming related or movie related or both, or... Yeah, it's been bugging me out. I'm pretty bummed out because of it. It's sort of like a wrench in the whole operations. I've been really wanting to do it, and it went. So, can't quite be too depressed because, if you do that, you'd be stuck in step 1 and nothing will get done that way. So I'll think of a way to try to do something for my channel because I like doing that every year. It's my niche for this channel. So yeah, that is all for right now. Hope you guys have a good day, or whatever you is doing. You're working or home relaxing, having a good martini or a beer or tea or any beverage possible. Remember, everybody, to touch your nipples, and I'll see you later. Boom, boom, boom. They didn't work too well with that BDS.